Hello everybody, and today is the big debate. Who will win, Carson or SuperbersYT?
This is our first guest on the podcast.
What about Nosh?
Doesn't count. Doesn't count.
Oh,
I forgot about him. The Lolies podcast.
yeah, the Loli podcast, pedophilia podcast, the best podcast.
We're kidding, Nosh. I don't know you personally, but we love you.
Oh. Epic gamer moment. So, everyone, we will be talking about a special topic everyone loves to talk about. Feminism.
Oh no.
Feminism.
Well, I mean, yeah.
Okay, that was a joke. Okay, whatever.
We know it was a joke, Father. Okay. Just Father. I am too low. Oh. This chair is too squeaky. It annoys me.
Carson, it is time to talk about your favorite topic and why you do not enjoy it. Wait, that made no sense. Okay, so we're gonna have basically Carson had some things that he wasn't able to say in the first one, and basically he wanted a part two. Or I was like, oh, you know what? Let's have a part two, and he was like, but I said it all in my other video on my main channel, and I'm like, I don't care.
Well, now I figured out that I have a bit more to say on the topic.
So he's gonna just talk about some more, and then he's gonna give a thesis statement, and him and Colby Wright are going to debate. Our special guest, SuperbersYT. Everyone give a hand for him.
Oh.
We love you, Superbird. Saw your video today.
My school show? Yeah.
Anyway,
that was nice.
So
I appreciate all the love.
Alright, so can we at least lay out like at least one ground rule?
Sure.
Lay it on me, Father.
On the thesis statement, both of us will get done with our thesis statement before anyone says anything. Got it? Is that fair?
Yep.
Then we'll go into critiques and the debate. And and by the way, how long do you want this podcast to be?
You guys can go as long as you want. I don't care.
Alright. So, do you want to go first, Colby, or you want me?
I don't know. I honestly don't know. I'm willing to go.
Alright, I guess I'll go first. Alright, in the last video, I have explained pretty much that everyone at this point, when it comes to men and women getting equal pay, they get equal pay for what they do. If they do the same thing, they get equal pay. It's illegal to pay someone less for their gender or race. I've also stated in the video that there's a lot of insanity in the feminist community that is mainly covered by mainstream feminists. And I never seen someone who like more of a center-left appeal or a center-left feminist be on a mainstream news outlet. I've always seen the radicals. And what I'll also argue is that third-wave feminism has done nothing good whatsoever.
So you're more against third-wave feminism, not...
Let me finish to you.
Oh.
I'm more against third-wave feminism than anything.
Oh, well...
That's why I don't call myself a feminist, and those are the modern-day feminists. That's why I criticize them. I don't hate the feminist movement. Hell, the first feminist movement was great. The second feminist movement, I have very mixed opinions on. But we'll talk about that another day. I will say it has caused but back on topic, I would say it has caused a divide between men and women more. When it comes to this, like, as of recently, there's a movement that's been around for a while called MGTOW, which is men go their own way, and has recently started growing more and more due to, like, feminist hostilities. False rape accusations have gone up increasingly.
Well,
and I'll also argue when it comes to real problems, especially in Britain where there's a big problem with grooming gangs, which are pretty much rape gangs. But I have never heard a feminist talk about that. I never hear that much about Middle Eastern feminists either.
Well, that's because they're being silenced by their oppressors.
Yeah.
That's kind of self-explanatory.
But
Okay.
But how come our Western feminists don't try to go out of their way and ask them what's going on? Like, there's the internet now. People can get into VPN services and their governments don't even know what's happening. They only know what they're talking about. And I'd also argue, too, that part of the reason why divorce rates are even higher now is due to feminism and the sexual revolution.
What?
As well. You never heard of the sexual revolution?
Well, I kind of can guess what it is, but for a refresher for me and our audience and the audience at home, yeah, tell us about that.
It pretty much just came around in second wave feminism, and this is what my biggest critique on second wave feminism is that it has caused people to have a lower like wanting sex more, making sex their more drive, like doing like whatever weird sexual shit they want. And that is degenerate and materialistic. And it causes people to be weaker in their lower self-desires.
There's the word again, degenerate.
Degenerate, infidels, and incels. But that is my main thesis. Colby, say your thesis and give my argument, give your criticizements for my argument last podcast.
So, my thoughts, my thesis is shit you'll ever hear, and that is that I believe in the original feminism, and to be honest, second or third wave, as you call it, feminism, as soon as it starts to diverge from what the freaking purpose is, the purpose is for equality, and now that they're kind of trying to either go the other way or whatever bullshit like all the rights, perfect. The crazy ones are just the ragers, the people who want to argue, who want to yell about something. They're not true feminists, so it's why I kind of just don't even consider it. But, I mean, they're calling it that, so I guess we do have to, I don't know. The thesis is that stuff isn't true feminism, and that today's world is choosing, hate over just mutual respect. All that's out the door, and it's just like, oh, you don't agree with me? Well, frick you then, I want you dead. It's to an extreme that isn't necessary.
I mean, I don't disagree with you, but the fact of the matter is they call themselves feminists at this point, and majority of people who were really supportive of first wave feminists now don't even call themselves feminists.
Yeah, which is sad. I wish they would stand their ground and be like, that's not feminism, that's bullshit, we're feminism. But
I mean, the fascist movement as well goes through the same thing as well. Like, ever since, like after World War II and before it, pretty much Nazis and fascists hanged out with each other all the time. But now, at least in America, some fascists are trying to separate themselves from the Nazis. So I get what you're saying.
Yeah, it's all, nothing in this freaking world, no matter what, is simple. It's always complicated. And that's the same thing when you talk about political views, because the thing is political views can still, single name can still vary, because us as humans are so different and complicated, and it's weird. But, yeah.
It's a sad enough life for us. I don't know what song this is.
It's a Hard Knock Life from Annie. Get your musical theater intact.
Okay, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna send something.
Please don't. That's scary.
Right, but I thought you said you had some stuff that you disagreed with me on, Colby. I thought you said something about
literally, that was pretty much it. That feminism is. It was that. Well, I disagreed that was feminism. Like, I never considered it that way. I just literally saw it as insane people who didn't know what they were talking about.
Yeah, you kind of like decided all of them were third wave feminism. Like, oh,
Well, because majority of them are. You have to look at that now. The people who just follow first wave feminism aren't even talked about, and most of those who follow first wave feminist principles don't even call themselves feminists anymore.
Yeah, and honestly, the only reason why nobody's talking about them is because the fake rape claims and all that bullshit, like, they're fake lying bullshit, but, like, trying to fight for real equality. Once they reach that, or when they don't see anything to real equality, they don't need to be, like, making marches and shit, you know?
Yeah. I mean, if they were really oppressed, the cops would be beating them down on the streets when they protest.
Yeah, that's a whole other topic, but just, yeah.
I mean, it affects us too.
Oh, I mean, I guess you are right about it affecting us too, but more importantly, it's like, if we want equality, we want, you know...
I mean, we don't really... We've never really known what it's like to be a woman. Like, have you ever felt, like, the fear of being raped by a more scary person? Like, because men think that they're all dominant.
Well, I don't know if I would say I think I'm dominant.
No, because fucking men, creepy, awful men, think that they're more dominant than women, and, like, sexist people can do awful things when they have power, which is because I guess that's why the allegations are happening, because...
In the guys' locker room?
Wait, hold up.
It's not just a woman's thing.
Well, no, but it's more... I mean, like, there's still, like... It's still more scary for women because there's such, like, stereotypes that parents from the olden age have instilled in their courting ways. Old courting ways is like, you have to be the most masculine man ever, and then that goes into their mind saying, like, oh, then that means I can do whatever I want if I'm a masculine man, because I have all the power, which that's why I feel that why all the allegations are happening, because it feels like they finally can go against these awful people who have done terrible things that are in positions of power.
Hold on, I'll be right back.
He's outie, I'm gonna say something. I mean, I've personally been affected with the stupid masculinity bullshit and all that, and it is a harmful thing. But feminism, a way it's harmful to males, in my opinion, is when they just say generalization, you know? Well, blank is this way, it's wrong because it's not true. It's never as simple as that. And so when people say all guys are... It's harmful. When someone says, oh, they're all this... I can't deny that there's a big portion, but I can always say, well, I'm not that way, so...
Yeah, but there's still people like that, and it's never going to go away, which is the problem, because of all these redneck people.
Yes, sir.
I mean, okay, what are y'all talking about? I left for like
we're talking about how, like, there's never going to be a way to get rid of all these creeps. It's because there are even...
Well, that's the thing. You're never going to get away with all... You're not going to get rid of weirdos. That's fact.
Yeah, there's a fucking... No, Carson. Wait, hold up, Carson. There is a... I'm now a feminist, guys. Oh boy, I'm gonna rage, dye my hair.
Well, let me tell you this. You're always going to have crazy people. The best way to get rid of crazy people or cause them to go silent is by increasing the penalties. Increase it to death or life in prison. That's how you get rid of crazy people. Once they screw up majorly, I hate to say it, sound like a radical here, but you have to probably put them down. That's how you stop it. Your way of feminism and protesting out on the streets will not do anything.
People like that, it's often either other more deeper psychological damage, or the roots go very far into horrible parents, horrible, awful scarring experiences that make someone look at sex and that kind of stuff in that such a horrible way and deny that these people don't exist. And that's never what I'm trying to say. I'm trying to say when people say, "Oh, all guys are that way," it's like, I can tell you for a fact that I and my friends, which are why they're my friends, are not that way, which is why it always offends me when someone says that, because it's like some assholes.
Oh, you
But
cut.
guess what? There's
Hey,
also assholes on your side.
you cut out there for a little bit.
Oh shit. Maybe I was too far away from my mic.
Yeah, probably.
What was heard?
It was
Where should I back up?
when you came back, you said assholes, but I can't remember when you left. It was just
So I
like
cut off
5.
the word assholes.
Yeah, no, it was just 4 seconds left.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So it was just, I was just saying, like, both sides, because it's unfair. Like, I
Cut
can't
off
deny
again.
there's assholes in my gender, but guess what? There's still crazy, insane people on your side. Like,
True.
anybody remember the human?
Dude, he's just cutting out a lot.
Oh shit! I don't know what's up. I put the sensitivity really high. Let me go back into my settings.
I mean, I can still hear you fine, Colby. I don't know what's happening with.
Like, anybody remember Humongous?
Oh, humongous!
Absolutely bonkers. She's insane. She's what I would do like a huge example for at least crazy third wave feminists, because that's basically how I see them. It's like you're making these insane, unrealistic claims and to get attention, to cause trouble because you like it and want to yell about something. It's just, I don't know, man. I don't know.
Basically what happened, Carson, is that there was this guy. He basically just, he just came up to the stadium, just wanted to say, hey, we should make a police department in this town, another police department. And of course, one of the feminists, very hardcore feminist Indian lady, she runs up to him and said, "What is your name? Why'd you say that?" And he's like, and he did a little joke, he said, "My name is Humongous." He just did a penis joke, I guess. And then she's like, "Humongous what? Humongous what?" And then she just like, "He raped me," or what did she say? She was like,
I remember
shouting.
So it wasn't even a penis joke. He was making fun of himself because he was overweight.
Oh.
She interpreted it as a penis joke, and then she said that he sexually assaulted her. Remember,
but
he sexually assaulted her.
It was all caught.
She was like screaming.
Humongous what?
The funniest thing, she filmed herself, which then showed her then being extremely disrespectful and rude towards these cops and security guards and just harassing them, expecting them just because they had something between their legs, which was just messed up.
Humongous what?
What? Humongous what?
But that happened like...
I remember a while back I saw this video of a cop pulling over this feminist. And when she started resisting arrest, he tackled her down and she started yelling out, "Rape, rape, rape." And I'm like, oh my god, do you not know what rape is?
I don't know, man.
Oh, no.
I'm sure that's someone's fetish.
You see? Why?
Yeah, I think that's...
My point is, I am a first wave feminist. I will always stand for equality on all ends because we're all human beings, and that's all we should be looking at each other as. And these people who are absolutely bonkers and out of their minds can go frick off.
I can get down with that.
Yep.
But, Carson, in your second video on your main channel, you called male feminists either assaulting rapists or soy boys.
I'm talking about mainly third wave feminists here.
Or you called them soy boys.
Am I a soy boy, Carson? Is that what you're saying about me?
Is
If
this...
you believe in third wave feminism and you're willing to bend down to them and suck their cock, then yes, you're a soy boy, Colby.
Well...
But if not...
I don't much care about what other people think about me. I'll stand for what I believe in, so... Who have no life and are insane, call me what you want. You know what? I have one last thing. It is sad that these people are out of their minds, or that they're, whatever their reason for doing it, like attention or whatever, that's the lengths and and outlet they find a freaking therapist or whatever, you know. World's fricked.
I mean,
There
you
are
see this
assholes.
with a lot of, when it comes to radical political movements, that you get like a lot of the people that are like completely disenfranchised and some of them are somewhat depressed, and when they find this movement to be a part of, they are the most radical ones out of everyone there.
I mean, issues, but it's like we either forgot or haven't figured out how to handle these things in a healthy way. Like, I can say I've got issues, but like some people have either got bad issues or they've got of approaching it.
Well, at least we can all agree on one thing. Carson is the biggest cuck out there.
Oh, thank you.
Wait, why would you say that? That's mean. But what was I going to say? I was gonna say
Language,
something
language, Colby.
Sorry, Mom.
You said a naughty word, Colby.
Which one?
You said the big F one.
Me and the buddy.
Yeah, I'm gonna look over that and make sure that you're the one you said the full deal, man.
Alrighty, well,
You're gonna get exposed for being not advertiser friendly.
I think that,
I don't know how to respond to this.
do you really think that Superbirds is advertiser friendly?
I mean, he hasn't uploaded in like 5 years.
That is the truth. I'm pulling a freaking Max Mofo over here.
Or JonTron.
Frick is John.
JonTron. You don't know JonTron? What?
I do know JonTron. We need his freaking content, dude. It's
Yeah.
always quality.
Carson, give your final thoughts on feminism, because we might. I don't know. I'm thinking we could make a third part with a third.
I mean, we could try to get someone who's more like sympathetic to feminism.
I don't know, Carson. Maybe someone who's very feminist. Anyway, give your final thoughts, Carson.
About bringing up a girl in here, and you're like, excuse me, we've been talking about feminism for 2 episodes. But our failure each time is we realized, and it angers us every time, so, ma'am, you could help us with your experience having a vagina.
Carson, give us your last thoughts.
Yeah.
All I can say is, and this is to anyone who calls themselves a feminist, but they don't support the radical kind, like Obi here. I would continue to support. I'm not saying continue to believe in what. I'll say continue to believe in what you believe in, because first wave feminism wasn't that bad. But I wouldn't call yourself a feminist. If you want to fight for true equality, I would suggest the name egalitarian.
Okay. And that's it. Carson, Colby, thanks for us having you on this podcast. Maybe we'll have you on the Goosebumps or whatever. Or maybe not, because you're a loser. Ha! Got him. So, thanks for having you.
I can't, I let you go, I can't take that, man.
It's okay, Colby. It's okay. I'm here for you.
How could you just say I'm a man like that? Oh, shit.
Got him. Whoa, 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 whoa. Anyway.
It's over. Jingo Jerry said I'm a loser. Oh, shit.
That's not nice, Jingo.
Oh well, as Colby kills himself from being called a loser. Carson, we might have a part 3, and it might include someone whose name starts with a K. Anyone, everyone, see you next time.